Forget everything you think you know about presidential travel. Vladimir Putin's airborne command center isn't just a plane, it's a fortress designed for survival and absolute control. Invisible to radar, off any public schedule, this flying stronghold moves like a ghost, shrouded in layers of deception and security, so tight, even insiders stay in the dark. It's accompanied by identical jets, decoys in a high-stakes game of hide-and-seek at 40,000 feet. This isn't transportation. It's a weaponized mobile base built to withstand nuclear war and run an empire from the skies. Stay with us, because what happens next will blow open the secrets of power like you've never seen before. Welcome aboard the Flying Kremlin, Vladimir Putin's ultimate airborne fortress. This isn't your typical presidential jet. It's a heavily modified Ilyushin IL-96-300PU, a $500 million engineering marvel built by Russia's aerospace experts. Inside, you'll find Italian leather, mahogany panels, and gold-trimmed conference rooms, but this luxury masks a lethal purpose: survival at 35,000 feet. Equipped with laser-guided anti-missile system and radar-absorbing coatings, this plane is designed to evade detection and counter threats mid-air. Military-grade encrypted communications ensure Putin can command nuclear forces and run global operations, no matter the crisis. But the true genius is deception. When Putin flies, multiple identical decoy jets shadow his path, switching speeds and routes to confuse foreign spies. Since 2022, this tactic has made tracking the president nearly impossible. He could be anywhere or nowhere on your radar. Unlike the media spectacle on Air Force One, the Flying Kremlin is a ghost. No press, no fanfare, just steel and secrecy. Its mission isn't to be seen, it's to vanish. Think the Flying Kremlin is the peak of Putin's air. Think again. What's next doesn't cruise at 35,000 feet. It moves low and silent, evading radar, landing without a trace. Stay tuned, because this next vehicle in Putin's arsenal flies unauthorized and vanishes before you even realize it was there. Putin's helicopter fleet is his ace in the hole when stealth and speed are essential. Forget flashy jets. These machines vanish into thin air, letting him bypass crowds and slip through hostile zones with surgical precision. The crown jewel? The Mi-8 MTPR-1, a combat-ready electronic warfare chopper costing upwards of $25 million, packed with radar-jamming tech that blinds enemy tracking and scrambles satellites. Inside, it's a paradox. Kevlar armored cabins decked out with Italian leather and military-grade encrypted comms, all restricted by biometric locks. Oxygen systems and radiation shielding are a nod to survival beyond normal flights. But hardware is only half the game. Putin's helicopters never fly solo. Multiple Mi-8s take off on random routes. Some land quietly at Kremlin helipads, others disappear into forests or naval bases. Which one carries the president? That's a secret closely guarded, fueling confusion among surveillance agencies. Since 2021, with rising regional tensions and watchful eyes, this airborne chess game intensified. Mi-8s hug terrain to dodge radar, reroute on the fly, and vanish where jets can't go, turning every flight into a strategic move in Russia's high-stakes game of power and secrecy. These aren't just helicopters. They're Putin's invisible shield, erasing him from sight physically and digitally, leaving anyone trying to track him chasing shadows. Ground convoy. Putin's ground convoy is a fortress on wheels, designed with ruthless precision and paranoia. At its core is the Aurus Senat L700, Russia's ultra-armored answer to the Bentley Mulsanne or Maybach S600, but built to survive full-on war zones. This beast packs a 6.6-liter V12 engine, weighs over 7 tons, and features doors heavier than those of a Boeing 757. Every inch is VR-10 ballistic rated, bulletproof glass, armor plating that can stop armor-piercing rounds, mine-deflecting undercarriage, and tires that run flat for 60 kilometers. Inside is a sealed, pressure-controlled environment with biochemical filtration, Rolls-Royce-level Italian leather, and subtle gold trim, a palace hidden within a tank. It's wired with 360-degree surveillance cameras streaming to a mobile command center, plus internal mics listening for sabotage. But Putin's limo never rolls solo. The convoy includes multiple identical Aurus Senats as decoys, armored Mercedes G-Wagons, tactical teams, electronic jammers, and advanced scouts who sweep routes hours ahead for explosives or signal threats. Ambulances blend in, ready to spring into action, and snipers hide in plain sight, disguised as workers. Putin personally oversaw the Senat's brutal testing, enduring live explosion drills before signing off on the $200 million program. Every trip is a military mission, precision-timed, rehearsed, and layered with deception. This isn't luxury transport. It's mobile warfare, stealth, and absolute security wrapped in leather and shadow. The yachts. Putin's yachts are floating fortresses, blending luxury with cutting-edge secrecy. Unlike typical superyachts flaunting open decks, his vessels operate under the radar, literally. These yachts are moored far from public harbors, erased from AIS tracking, and hidden behind layers of shell companies, making them nearly invisible to surveillance. At the heart of this aquatic empire is the Shahrazad, a colossal 140-meter vessel worth over $500 million, built by German shipbuilder Lürsen, the same firm behind Bezos's Kourou and Saudi Royal Yachts. Though officially unregistered, insiders identify Shahrazad by its signature retractable helipad that transforms into a ballroom, complete with integrated lighting and acoustic panels, a floating palace of discretion and power. The yacht's hull is armored with military-grade steel, outfitted with biometric access, encrypted satellite communications, and a drone defense system. Its Rolls-Royce MTU hybrid diesel engines enable whisper-quiet cruising, slipping past coastal radar undetected. Above deck, pools with hydraulic floors double as dance stages or helicopter landing zones, while below, rooms are shielded with anti-eavesdropping materials used in embassies. Shahrazad isn't alone. Putin's fleet reportedly includes the Graceful, a $100 million yacht with a hidden counter-surveillance command room disguised as a gym, and the Olympia, smaller but equally fortified. These yachts serve as mobile war rooms, ideal for billion-dollar negotiations, clandestine summits, or disappearing entirely from prying eyes. Notably, none feature open pool decks, a calculated design choice to prevent satellite surveillance. Leisure here isn't for show, it's stealth. In the boundless ocean, these vessels don't just float, they vanish. Control, not spectacle, rules the waves. The armored train. Putin's armored train, Russia's silent fortress on rails, redefines covert travel. No radar blips, no flight plans, no roaring motorcades tracked by satellites. Just a sleek, nondescript white and gray train gliding behind fortified fences, slipping through cities unaware it's even passing. Since 2021, this heavily armored train has become one of Putin's preferred transport methods, favoring secrecy and control over speed or spectacle. The train's exterior may look ordinary, blending with Russian Railways' fleet, but beneath the surface lies a rolling bastion of security. It features multiple locomotives, including decoys, plus specialized carriages equipped with signal jammers, encrypted satellite communications, private command centers, and luxurious presidential quarters. While the base price is around $13.5 million, defensive upgrades and hardened infrastructure push its value closer to $30 million. Constructed with reinforced titanium alloy comparable to NATO-grade armor, the train's windows are bulletproof, and its systems resistant to EMP attacks and cyber disruptions. Its encrypted military communications link directly to Kremlin crisis centers, allowing Putin to command operations securely from anywhere along its route. Unlike aircraft, which require visible takeoffs and are vulnerable to satellite tracking, this train travels on exclusive private rail spurs, some routed through dense forests hidden from satellite eyes, others terminating in secret underground hubs built over the past decade. In times of war or heightened alert, when airspace is monitored intensely, the train's silent, invisible movement renders surveillance and tracking futile. This is no ordinary armored train. It's the most sophisticated ever deployed by a Russian leader. Stalin's train was imposing and loud. Putin's is stealthy and invisible. In a world where visibility means vulnerability, moving unseen on rails offers unmatched protection. But even this layer of security pales next to what surrounds him constantly. A protective force both invisible and lethal, always ready to strike back. The Musketeers. Putin's inner security force. Putin never moves alone. Every step is choreographed and shielded by an elite unit known as the Musketeers, a security apparatus so complex, even foreign intelligence admits they only see the surface. These aren't ordinary bodyguards. They're a hybrid force blending special ops, cyber surveillance experts, psychological strategists, and masters of deception. Up front are the close-quarter protectors, trained in hand-to-hand combat and tactical firearms. They carry armor-piercing sidearms and $50,000 ballistic briefcases made from Kevlar titanium composites, locked by biometric systems. But brute strength is only part of the equation. Each operative is equipped with encrypted comms, running on hardened digital mesh networks developed by Russian defense firms like Rostec and Kalashnikov Concern, comms impossible to intercept through conventional means. Above them, drones with thermal optics and acoustic sensors patrol real-time, feeding data into mobile command vans. These surveillance setups rival NATO's best, costing over $1 million per deployment when combined with signal jammers and cyber scanners. Food safety is another layer. Chemists scan every meal for toxins, radiation, and pathogens before it reaches Putin's table. Travel routes are a mystery until moments before departure. The vehicle Putin enters is often a decoy. Body doubles, trained to mimic his every gesture, are inserted to fracture enemy intelligence, sowing doubt about his real whereabouts. The Musketeers rotate constantly. Many are ex-Spetsnaz, others chosen for mental toughness, silence under pressure, endurance through 18-hour shifts, and the uncanny ability to read body language like code. Their tactics aren't fixed formations, but dynamic responses tailored to terrain, event, and threat level. For Putin, security isn't just about physical protection, it's about controlling perception. The greatest danger isn't an exposed president, it's one whose location the world believes it knows, but doesn't. Information shield. Putin's ultimate defense isn't just armor or weapons, it's total invisibility. In a world where digital footprints can be fatal, his presence is engineered to vanish. Unlike Western leaders glued to smartphones and social media, Putin avoids digital trails entirely. His communications run on isolated military-grade servers controlled by an elite Kremlin cybersecurity unit, protected by firewalls worth tens of millions. Even his devices are air-gapped, completely cut off from wireless networks to prevent hacking. Public appearances, mostly staged or delayed. Video footage is manipulated, backgrounds altered, lighting tweaked, shadows shifted, and release times delayed to confound analysts. The goal is a timeline so scrambled, even the most advanced intelligence agencies can't track it. Travel routes aren't just secret, they're fractured and deceptive. Convoys split up, decoy jets take off from nearby bases, and underground exits are used while empty motorcades proceed. Body doubles, crafted with high-end biometric prosthetics, mimic Putin's movements and expressions at official events, fooling observers and cameras alike. Inside Kremlin circles, not even top officials always know his exact whereabouts. Meetings often happen remotely, via secure satellite links from hidden bunkers. Official images carry false timestamps. Metadata is wiped clean. Mobile devices are banned in rooms he occupies. This isn't mere secrecy. It's a digital blackout, a vacuum that makes locating Putin impossible and tracking him purely theoretical. In modern warfare, knowing a leader's position is power. When that location is unknowable, victory is secured before a shot is fired. Transport equals power, control, and image. Putin's fleet, planes, trains, helicopters, limos, yachts, aren't just vehicles. They're strategic weapons. His 500mm jet signals untouchability. His 507mm yacht erases borders. Every ride blends luxury with military-grade defense. No public flight logs, no fixed convoy routes, secret train stations. Body doubles confuse everyone. Putin's presence is uncertainty itself, making opponents guess while he stays untouchable. This is more than transport. It's a moving fortress built on control, fear, and deception. Is it power or paranoia? Comment below. Putin doesn't just travel, he disappears. If you want more on how true power moves in silence, like, subscribe, and stay tuned to Zenith. See you again soon.